Yo, Coffee Sapien and welcome back to another Apex Legends video, guys. And this one will be ranking all 18 legends in this game from season 0 to season 10, and we will be ranking them from God tier to D tier. God is absolutely great, even broken. A is very good, B is good, C is average, and D is bad. Well, even D kind of have some potential, but they're not the greatest legends. And also, before we start, this is according to me, no one else, so no need to be negative. Just let me know in the comment sections below where you would have went different. So let's start this video with the first legend, which is Bloodhound. Bloodhound is a A tier legend, really good. I don't think he's broken anymore. He used to be, but now he is perfectly balanced. I think he's really OP and ranked and in pubs. The reason why is because he can scan people instantly. You don't have to wait. In 1 second you will know where everyone are in the map, which is really good. I think he has one of the best ultimate in this game. It is good for telling your teammates where everyone are, but also good for your own benefits as you're faster and you can see everyone in red. So I think this legend is really good, and it is easy to use him, so anyone can hop in a game, play with him and be good. So this guy is A. Next, guys, we have Gibraltar. Gibraltar is God tier. Everything about him is good. His passive is good, his tactical is good, and his ultimate is good. In order to win, you need a Gibby, at least in rank. You need a Gibby in your team. The reason why is because in order to protect yourself from other Gibby, you need him. I know this is kind of weird. His ultimate, when he throws it, you need a bubble in order to protect yourself. So that's why he is that powerful. When you're inside the bubble, you can res your teammate a bit faster. Even though they have nerfed it, it is still good. And the most broken aspect of Gibby is his gun shield. You need to break it first in order to actually touch him. So that's 45 damage more that you need to do in order to get him down. So this guy is just so powerful. Now let's move on to Lifeline. Lifeline is a B tier category. She's a good legend. I wouldn't say broken or very good. She's good in all type of games, so arenas, pub or rank. I wouldn't say she's the best. What's really impressive about her is her passive. She can res people by just pressing one button, and now she can res all her teammates at once just by pressing that button. Even though they have nerfed her shield while resing, I still think that it is really good, and actually she's probably in the top 3 annoying legend to play against, and that's probably my opinion. So yeah, this legend is a B tier legend. Now let's move on to Pathfinder. Pathfinder is one of my favorite legends, so I would say Pathfinder is between A and B, but because this is my ranked list, I would say he is an A tier legend. Pathfinder has gotten so much better. He used to be in a bad state, but since they have removed the low profile and also they have reduced the time between each grapple, which is really good because it used to take hours before you got one grapple. So now he is in a really good state, and I think he's a very good legend, not just good. I think Pathfinder is an A tier legend, but I could also see him in B tier. I wouldn't mind if anyone else said he's a B tier legend. Let's move on to my favorite legend at this moment, the legend that I play the most, which is Raid, and I think Raid is an A tier legend as well. I think she's always been a top tier legend. She's never gonna be bad or even good. She's a very good legend, and that's why she's A tier. The reason why she's that good is because of her ability. I think being able to escape in this game is probably the best thing in this game, and her phase is just the best. Even though they have nerfed it by adding this animation thing with her hands, I still think that it is good. And her ultimate is so good because you can actually save your teammates. That's the only reason why I think her ultimate is good. I know people say, well, you can move your team from point A to point B, but I don't think this is that much good in Apex Legends Season 10. I think where her ultimate is good is because when you have a down teammate, you can just pop that ultimate, go somewhere safe, and then your teammate, which is knocked, take it, and then on the other side, all you have to do is res while your other teammate just protect the portal. So I think that ability is so good. I don't know how many times I've saved my teammates from dying because of it. So I think Raid is an A tier legend. Now let's move on to Bangalore. Bangalore is a B tier legend, and I think she has been a B tier legend from the get-go. She's never been very good, she's never been very bad, she's just perfectly balanced. She's a B tier legend. I wouldn't say she's better than all the A tier or even good, but she's better than Lifeline in my opinion. So let me put her right here, and I actually forgot to change those. Rate is better than Pathfinder in my opinion. So this is my ranking so far. I would play Bangalore before Lifeline. This is just my preference. I wouldn't say she's better or anything. Both of them are in a B tier. Bangalore is really well balanced, like I said. Her smoke is useful but not broken. Her ultimate is good but not broken. So that's why she's in a B tier. What I like about Bangalore is her passive, being able to move really fast when you get shots at. Even when the bullets are not even touching you, you are faster. And I think this is the best aspect of Bangalore. And yeah, this is a B tier legend, definitely. Then we have Octane, guys. Octane is definitely a D tier legend. He is really bad. Psych! Octane is the most... No, I'm not gonna say most broken legend right now, but this guy is really good, and he's a god tier legend, definitely. Everything about him is good. His tactical, even though they have nerfed it, I still think it is good. Nobody cares about that extra health that he has to pay in order to move fast. His jump pad is so good to move around the whole team when you want to push or even when you want to escape. And he has some really good combos with other legends like Revenant. Everyone knows that push when Revenant and him combine. This is just broken, and so many other legends. Octane is a god tier legend. Until they nerf something about him, he's still gonna be good. He's probably the fastest legend in the game right now, and that's why he's at the top of this list. I still think Gibby is better than him because Gibby provides so many stuff that Octane cannot do, but I think he's a god tier legend. Now let's move on to Watson. Watson is a D. I'm sorry, Watson is not in a good state right now. I think she's bad, and I don't know why someone would want to play with her, except for the fact that she's a cute legend and people likes her personality, but she's not good right now, and they are gonna buff her I think really soon, and hopefully she will be better. She's a D tier because her fences are not that useful. They're only useful inside of a building, but the thing is there are better legends than her inside of a building, which we will see later on. So I don't think her fences are that useful. You can only shoot them and they are gone. Her ultimate is good, but it really depends of the situation. Sometimes it's just not that great, and her passive is good, but I think they could actually buff it a little bit where it is like Octane. So that's why she's in the D tier category. So now let's move on to Caustic, which is one of the defender that I was talking about. He's a B tier, better than Watson. The reason why he's not higher than this is because they have nerfed him so much in the past, but now he just got buffed. So maybe depending on how much things change in season 10, maybe he will go up, but right now I think he's in a B tier category, which is just good, perfectly balanced. I don't think people are saying he's broken or nerf him or whatever. So his gas trap are really useful inside or even anywhere else. You don't want to be messing around and do gas trap. Probably the most annoying thing in this game is to fight a Caustic inside a building where he is good at putting his traps all around the building. And his ultimate, same thing, easy to throw, easy to use. Caustic is a really easy legend to play. That's why he's that good and people actually like to play with him. I know I used to like to play with Caustic when I first started, but not anymore. He's a B tier legend. I'm really curious to see where you guys would have put him. Now let's move on to Mirage. Mirage is a C tier legend. I think he's just average. I don't think he's better than all the B tier legend, but he's better than Watson. Mirage is a really fun legend to play, so that's why I think even though he's an average legend, people still like to play with Mirage. Being able to decoy is not that useful and when you play against really good people, and most of the time you can tell which are the fakes Mirage, the decoys, and which one is the real one. Sometimes yes, you get bamboozled, but even when you do, I don't think it is that crazy. His ability are just fun, I would say. His ultimate is also fun. His passive is sometimes annoying, and I think he has a really good one. When he reses people, they become invisible, and I think this is good. Mirage is a C tier legend. Now let's move on to Crypto. Crypto is also a C tier legend. but I think soon he will be better as he is getting a buff. I have done a previous video about it, so make sure you go check it out if you want to know more about it. I'm not sure what they will do exactly, but I think he will get better. But so far, Crypto is an average legend. He's a drone. There's something about it which is really good, but at the same time really bad, as you need to get out of your character and go in the drone. And when you're doing this, yes, you can get some info, but at the same time you become really vulnerable when people can just kill you and you don't even know. So I think that's why Crypto is in C tier. He needs something to happen where he can use his drone while being able to play his actual character. His ultimate can be really good because you can instantly crack all team and just push. So yeah, he's a C tier. I wouldn't say he's better than Bangalore, Lifeline, or Caustic. Now let's move on to Revenant. Revenant is really tricky because Revenant, in my opinion, is a B tier legend or even C, but depending on who you're playing with. So let's say you're playing with Octane. I think Revenant is God tier because you can only go in death mode, use that jump pad, push your team, and then even if you die, you come back to the death mode, to the death totem, and you're still alive. So sometimes he's a God tier and sometimes I would say B or C. So this is my list, so I will put Revenant on B tier. They just buffed him, now he can climb really high, and I've seen some crazy plays so far with him and I'm really impressed. I thought that Infinite Climb wasn't gonna be that powerful, but it is really good. His silence is also good, and like I said, his death totem is just so broken. I think that thing is so unfair. I hate getting pushed by good players using Revenant. So Revenant is a B tier individually, so he's a good legend, but when played with really good legend, he can go very good or God tier, but I'm gonna put him at B tier. Now let's move on to Loba. I think Loba is also a B tier legend. They have buffed her a lot, and I think those are really good buff. Her ultimate is useful, her tactical is useful, but I don't think she is better than all the A tier or God tier, and I think y'all would agree with me. I hope she can get some kind of a little buff where she can be in between, kind of like Pathfinder, but right now I don't think she's better than all of these, but she's better than all the C tier or D tier. So Loba is a B tier. Now let's move on to Rampart, guys. This is my list, do not forget, and like you guys may know, I love Rampart. I think Rampart is a B legend, and hear me out. The reason why I think she's in a B category is because she has so many potential, and in season 10 she will be getting some crazy buffs, so maybe she will actually be higher than B tier, but I think she's better than all three legends right here, Mirage, Crypto, and Octane. And when you play against a good Rampart, it is so hard to push them. For example, go watch some Gaming Merchant. He's a really good Rampart. He knows how to push with her. People think she's just a defensive legend, but when I play with her, I only push people. I know that I have the advantage. Once my hemp cover is up, there's nobody that can push me, and I am so confident playing with her. So I think she's a B tier legend, and the reason why is definitely because of the hemp cover, not because of her passive or the ultimate. I think her ultimate is bad. I think her passive is not that useful. I don't even play with LMG that much. So yeah, her hemp covers are just so good in my opinion. She's a B tier legend, and I might even say better than Loba. So let me just see. I think Crypto is better than Mirage. I should have done that before. And yeah, let's move on. Horizon. Horizon used to be God tier, guys, and now they have actually buffed her again, and I'm gonna place her at a B tier, but in the first one, because I've seen so many people come back to Horizon right now, and they're actually playing really good, and I'm impressed on what I'm seeing. I think she's in a really good state right now. I'm not sure I would say she's better than all three A tier right now, but she's good. I think y'all should give her a try again. I think what is really good about her is her tactical. Being able to lift yourself up is just so good. When I play against her Horizon and she's one and she throws that tactical, I'm so pissed because I know I'm not gonna look up and try to kill her. By doing this, I feel I'm so vulnerable against what happened around me, so most of the time I just go in that grab the lift and try to follow her. But if you're playing against a good Horizon, by the time you catch up to her, she would have popped that battery or even move on somewhere else, because she has that passive which allows her to slide really well when landing from high height. So that's why I think she's really good. Her ultimate is also sometimes good depending on the situation, kind of like Watson, but I think she's a really good legend. B tier, nothing else. Let me know in the comment sections below where is Horizon right now. Now let's move on to Fuse. Fuse before this season was a D tier legend, but now since the buff, I think he's between C and B, and because this is my list, I think he is a B tier legend. Fuse is much more better right now. His tactical has always been good in my opinion. When you throw that properly somewhere, it is really good. Now it lasts twice as long, and the ultimate is so much better, as you can see who's inside. The whole team can see who's inside. It's like a Bloodhound scan literally, and the enemy do not want to go in the fire, so they will stay inside and you can see them, so just shoot at them and kill them. I think Fuse is a much more better legend. I would say he's a good legend, above the average legend, and we will have to see if they want to buff him more, or even no, I don't think they will nerf him, no way. So I think he will stay in the B category for a long time right now. I don't think they will touch him anymore, as if they do, I think he might be broken, because all they can do with him is actually buff his power damage, and I don't think they will do that. He's the last one in a B tier. I think Loba, Rampart, all of them are better than him. Now let's move on to Valk. Valkyrie is very good. She's better than Pathfinder. I think because of her movement, Valkyrie is really annoying to play against. I think Valkyrie is just so perfect. Nobody wants her to be buff or nerf. Nobody talks about her, even though she's really good. Being able to jetpacks instantly is kind of broken when you think about it, but this is Apex Legends and we want stuff like this because it is cool to play with her, and that's the point of this whole game. I think Valkyrie is in a good spot right now. I don't think they should touch her at all. Her ultimate is good for the team, as you can just push team by being able to see them in the sky. Obviously her passive is so good, and her tactical is also good. Valkyrie is a perfect legend right now. I think y'all should agree with me that she's an A tier category along with Raid, Pathfinder, Bloodhound. And lastly, the newest legend, which in my opinion is broken right now. I would even say, yeah, I think he's broken. I think he's just so broken. His tactical is not good right now. I think there's so many stuff going on with his tactical. He's like Revenant at the same time, Bloodhound at the same time, Crypto, which makes no sense at all. They are actually nerfing him right now, so maybe hopefully he will be going to the A tier category, which is fine by me. But right now he's in the God tier. He's so annoying to play against when you're popping that battery or raising someone, and then instantly he just uses tactical and everything is cancelled. And the reason why that thing is broken is because he doesn't even have to be near you. He can be 75 meters away from you and use his passive, the heartbeat sensor, and see where everyone are, and then just press one button and everyone in that line will be scanned and touched by that tactical. I think this is so broken because at least Revenant, when he silences people, that thing has to touch you, but with Sears tactical it doesn't matter. Even if there's a wall or anything, it will touch you, and that is so broken in my opinion. There's so many stuff going on. And his ultimate, I think ultimate wise it is good, really good. It is even better than Crypto in my opinion, even though it doesn't do any damage, but you can see everyone. But I wouldn't say it is broken. I think this is just a good ultimate, but they need to change the tactical and he would be in the A tier. But so far he's right there in the God tier, and I think this is my final list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment sections below where you would have went different, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
You're in a kill zone. They know where you are. Your position is compromised.